Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. It is Thursday, November 3rd. Welcome on into the show. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. We got the whole kit and caboodle here. I think I added picks of parlays, bookie blasters to max wagers, winning free picks. Just because we're going to talk some NFL, and since I'm awesome in NFL, I figured you want to be here to listen. But if you want to hear every day, 7 days a week for midday money, you come over to Max Wagers, winning free picks. Subscribe to the channel, like the bell. Let's go. Whatever you got to do. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. Come say hello, give me a follow. And why wouldn't you? We got college basketball kicking off Monday. We were actually just discussing
and there's more and more lines coming out as we keep
lines
talking.
are starting to pop up. We're talking about
WinBet's just unloading right now.
And the WinBet lines, right out of the gate, they look a little light to me. A couple short numbers there. What was that? The 15 on Michigan? I thought it should be like a 20. I mean,
yeah, it's 15 on Michigan. There was a 20.5 on Michigan State. There was what was Nova's? Nova was 17.5, I believe. Nova. 18. It was 18. 18 for Nova.
Yeah, so again, folks, it is legal basically in a lot of these places now to bet. So you should have multiple books to get down on. And BetMGM, I enjoy BetMGM. I'm not going to say, it's a bad spot. I like the layout on the desktop for their basketball, but we have the risk-free bet. But it's a spot where you can't, no college hoops up yet. Some spots get up early, and you could take advantage. And that's how, what you want to do. Take advantage of early numbers, get a little edge. So be sure to do that. I just texted my buddy in Jersey. I'm like, let's go. Load up that WinBet. Anyway. Baseball. Astros tonight. Run line. I didn't have anything yesterday in this game. And as I said, I sort of like, we're talking about the over. I'm like, man, 5 home runs, 7 hits. A little weird. You probably want to look towards an under there. You get a no-hitter. And I'm coming back here with the Stros. We have them to win in 6. Our 5 is out of the loop, so we need them here in 6. Let's go. Let's go, Stros. But then again, I'm torn because we do have the future on the Phillies, which long-term probably helps me better because that'll wipe out my losses and turn me into a little bit of a winner on the season. But 211 and 208 in a video plus 32.20. Astros are online today. Brady and Tucker Ribby props on the horizon tonight. That's what we're looking for. NFL 23 and 22 minus $1 here in the video. But more importantly, for the premium kind of stuff, we are 67%, I think we are. 30 games over 500. About 66. Close enough. So first half over, first half. This line's ballooned, right? I said this the other day. I got it at a 9. It's at 14 now. I can't even put up a package on that guy. First half here. And I like the over. I think Philly's going to score a little bit here. Right? And if I'm going first half, I'm not hoping for a 10-0 game. I want a little comfortable. So how about would I be shocked if this game's 21-3 at the half? No. Sanders anytime touchdown. Short week. We saw Henry go for 200,000 yards last week against these guys, right? I mean, why do I think he'll be able to break one? I'm getting plus money. I'll take Miles Sanders here for a anytime touchdown plus 105. Cold cash on the ice. We are 3-3 for a perfect 0 on the season here. But we'll go Flames puck line plus $1.45. I did grab a bunch of ice today. What do I got? 5 ice, 5-pack. I'm going to put a 5-pack up, and that's going to be part of the package. My Flames here. College football 35-27 plus 790. Rice under the total today. And NBA winner yesterday with that Rockets under. Never in doubt. 7-6 plus $65. I should just not put another pick up here because then I can guarantee a winning season in NFL, college football, NBA, and baseball on the year. So excited, excited about that. Again, Twitter. These are all posted on the Twitter universe if you're on Twitter. And if you're not, why not? Go over. It's another form of you to disengage with your family and just scroll a screen. So there's that. All right. Let's get to it. Oh man. Before me and Tim came on, we were like, he came in, he's like, what's up? I'm like, doing basketball. I've been doing college hoops. We talked for a few minutes beforehand. It's like, man, 100. I think there's like 130 games or something on Monday, and then there's like 6 on Tuesday. It's crazy. Ray Reddington is in the house. Welcome back, Ray. Welcome back. International Man Mystery. Michael's here. Good morning. Lock of the century. Red Wings money line. Senators money line. Oh, here we go. The Ottawa Senators versus Vegas. You know, that line does look a little fishy to me. So you want to go Ottawa? I could do that. I could do Ottawa. And the Red Wings versus the Capitals, huh? I'll take 2 home dogs with you. Why not? 2 home dogs. Worst case, you go 1-1 and you're making money, Ray. Would have been good night if guys making millions could hit a free throw. $300 because Matt Ryan hit a 3 with 1.2 seconds left. When did Matt Ryan start playing for the Lakers? I know. Did the Colts cut him? The Lakers. Wow. Why are we getting involved with the Lakers? Why, Michael? Michael, why the Lakers? Eagles first half team total over 13.5 in the first half. I could do any kind of Eagle team prop. Verlander. I mean, listen, he's been bad in World Series action. Guy's 0-6. It's not like he's been good. Blew a 5-0 lead. I don't trust Verlander, that guy. Guy's giving up more than 3. I mean, before that game, he'd given up more than 3 runs twice, and it was only to Seattle. I don't know. Call me crazy. I look for a bounce back. I mean, he had to shut him down until he got ruffled. Oh, Colby, good afternoon. How are you today? Looking to get down on some CBB tonight. Don't like coastal app lines. Won't share UTEP Rice under. What info you want to share on UTEP Rice? What info is that? I think UTEP is a bad team. They have trouble scoring, and Rice is decent defense. I mean, but I said, you know, people have been buying on my sites the last week or so when you get really hot and you have some sales and someone's like, I can't believe you had no plays yesterday. So I messaged the packet today. I said, listen, I know you got a lot of new subscribers buying weekly and monthly packages, and you see that I have like 1,000 baseball and we're at 100 football basically, and just NFL, and you see a lot of games bet. And I was like, I'm not running the bet a MAC game. I like the under. I told you, right? We like the unders in a MAC the last 2 days. This game here, I was like, we got 2 NBA games. I don't love it. I like the Suns. I gave a free pick out on the Suns on with Hannah yesterday on the Picks Parlays free pick. I don't have to run the bet a game. This is, like the App State line. I'm like, UTEP Rice. You got a Rice team that was I think they were like a 20-point fave or whatever they were, and they lost by like 30 last week. They got destroyed. Like, is this? Do you want to just bet games, or are you looking to make a little money? I don't know what we're doing here. Like this game here, I'm like, yikes. And then UTEP, who has trouble scoring themselves, do I want to run to bet this game? Is this the game we're running to want to bet? with the Miners and the Owls. I mean, UTEP beat Charlotte 41-35. Rice lost to them 56-23. They were 15-point faves. And no thanks. I'm going to go under. I see 80 points in a common opponent both of these games. I'm not buying it. Sometimes uh, it looks like, hey, they just played this team. This happened. I don't know. I mean, why 47? Why isn't it 57 when you give up when one team scores 40 and the other scores 50 against the team? Nah, UTEP's going to want to run the ball. Rice is going to you play bad in any sport, right? We're talking about that Oklahoma State. They gave up 48. You're gonna come back and show a little heart, little defense. CC and Appalachian State. I kind of like Appalachian State today, right? People are going to run the Coastal. Oh, they're home dog. I think Appalachian State's a little better club. But again, am I going to bet it? No, I'm not betting that one today. Not enough value there to bet it. Astros online last night was nice. Took a shot. First 5 full game. Bet on the Stros today, plus 130. I said from the beginning, I thought Stros had the better pitching. As much as Philly's got 2 wins, they're getting some home runs. All right. I mean, a lot of solo shots. Again, we mentioned 7 hits, 5 homers. Texas plus 14, no chance books get destroyed. 89% of money on the Eagles. I just, at 14, if the line opened at 14, would I be playing this game? No. Be like, what are you doing? You're putting Philly in with a teaser. Texans with a backup quarterback. Who Cooks is sitting out probably the rest of the year. He wants to get traded. They didn't trade him. Is Pierce going for 290 and 4 TDs today? Like the Eagles aren't going to be able to stop the running back? And I get it, Anth. I mean, we see it in England. Blah, blah, blah. We see it in the England games where it's like teams up 20 points and then you get some garbage scores at the end. The Texans, I think, had 50 yards heading into the fourth quarter last week. And the Eagles, listen, I said in the show, I probably should have had them. Perfect storm for them coming out of a bye week. Rookie quarterback, good defense, and they win by 20. Short week here. You worry about a backdoor at 14, but am I worried about a backdoor because I think the Texans are going to score 20 points? Like, how many points are the Texans scoring today? The Eagles should be able to get to 24, 27 and not worry about that backdoor. Listen, I'm a dog guy. I'm ugly. I look at ugly every day. Look at my giant head. I get it. Am I going to bet the Texans today at 14? No. First 5 Astros, let's do it. Race in the over, App State in the under. They should shut down. Yeah, Appalachian State in the under. The race over, I don't see. To me, I'm just an opposite on that one. It's come down a tick. I mean, UTEP is an under team. I mean, take away that game against Charlotte, 13 points, 24 points. Louisiana Tech's a bad team. 10 points, 20 points, 13 points, 13 points. BYU, they scored 27. BYU was in disarray. I'm taking the under. UTEP is going to score 14. You think Rice is Rice scoring 30, 40 points here? It's at 13.5 to get the Rooks to pound the Eagles. Such a trap. Yeah, well, 13.5 openers. Again, though, but it didn't open at 13.5. It opened at 9. The number was 9. It's you know what I always say, Anthony. It's a 13.5, a 2.5. I'm looking at a dog because you just got, or 6.5. You just got to win by 3. You just go win by 7. It's just 2 touchdowns. But again, I got a backup quarterback. no wide receiver, and an offense that looks completely lost. And even when they're playing good, they're only putting up 20 points. And the Eagles defense, I mean, I think the Eagles defense is pretty good. I can't see a guy on a short week coming in, and granted, he's a guy who has starts under his belt in the league. He's going to be the turning point here. And then you know what? And then I saw like someone on Twitter was like, "Oh, you got to love the over today in this Philly game. Forget about the they've gone over 3 straight in the series or something when these guys play each other." And I'm like, 3 straight. They last played in 2018, 2014, and 2010. The quarterbacks were Nick Foles, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and I think Matt Schwab and Michael Vick back in 2010. That's the trend we're going to roll with here on an over, folks. There's a couple games like that. Anytime TDs, Sanders and Hurts in the first half anytime TDs. Yeah, they score in the first half because they get up 24-0, and then it's like, all right, let's just maybe we'll put in a garbage touchdown if we have to. I don't mind that. And that's actually the Miles Sanders first half anytime plus 160. It's better than a 105 for the game. I'd rather do a 160. He's probably scoring the first drive. Nathan's coming in with some cold cash on the ice. Who do we got here? Islanders and Minnesota. Islanders against the Blues. And Minnesota versus the Kraken. I like the Kraken today. I like the Kraken. Minnesota. And excuse me, I would do St. Louis puck line, although I did not bet it. Can't wait for college basketball. Take all my money. I can't. I'll take your money, but then we'll end up putting money in your pocket because we'll be winning. Magic and Thunder in the association. I can't with the Magic. I gave the Suns out on the free pick with Hanny yesterday. I mean,
Sorry, the Suns.
The Warriors.
I'm already on the Magic plus the points and money line. Let's run it.
I think it was like 6 yesterday or 7 when I did the show. You're in a back-to-back for both teams. Magic coming from Oklahoma, coming in from the Oklahoma game, and Golden State blew a lead in the fourth quarter to Miami. So I guess I'd do maybe Golden State first half. Again, I'm not betting. 2 games. I mean, I know degenerate style. Here we go. People want to bet these teams. I'm not interested. I don't even have the NBA window up. I don't even care. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'll sweep my NFL bets. I'll win my baseball and hockey. I'll go 3-2 and make a ton because I'm getting some plus money. I bet the Pelicans, not the Lakers, is the over they're going to cover. I doubled down at half of Pelicans around +3 on the money line. Hey, that's a tough one there because that one 3-pointer, 1.2 seconds. That hurts for sure. Hey. And then to lose in overtime. That's where the dogs go to die in overtime. Coastal full spread and extend the line, he says. I like Appalachian. Phillies and Stros. I like Astros run line. Already bet it. It is up. Astros run line. I don't know why I ever bet NBA beforehand. 9% of NBA is if you live bet a good better line. Exactly. And that's my argument to why it's tough putting out games here and on the sites for NBA. Like Utah Bryce first half under, mediocre bets. Yeah. I like the under for the whole game. I got no real opinion on that, Markel. If I like Appalachian State, that's it. Gio, how are you today? Good to see you. Earl helping me out with some plays, but looking at Wings and Caps under, Jets under, Dallas Stars team total over, Blackhawks Kings over. So I have no totals today. Tim, you got totals on any of these cats or what?
The NBA or
these are all
hockey. Sorry, I'm more in basketball mode right now.
Caps 2 games. 2 games. You're in basketball mode with 2 games.
College basketball mode.
All right.
I'm starting to put up plays. I mean, I'm excited. Sorry. Washington and the Wings. I don't know if Nick has anything up for that. Doesn't look like it. Canadians and Jets was his favorite total, and that's an under. Stars team total over he liked as well. And the Blackhawks and Kings, he just liked Chicago outright. He just liked Chicago outright in that game, so he didn't do a total. Hope that helps. Go college basketball.
Go college basketball. Team total's 29.5. I want to say like this game's probably like a 30-10 game, but you want to go under if everyone believes that Houston's going to cover, this game's going to be 24-10. So I'd go under that 29.5. I'm going though Eagles first half and first half over. I think first half's going to be 21-3. That is my first half prediction. Pelicans are not as good as they seem. Again, a week, 2 into the season.
Pelicans are still without Brandon Ingram, which is one of their higher point scorers at the moment, so give them a break.
I'm going to say 2 weeks into the season, I'm not. This is why in the video we have, what do we have bet here? We're 7-6 in NBA with our picks here, and games I bet on that are on the site listed, 6-1. So not a lot of NBA. I always say tread lightly. I know people don't like it. They want to bet NBA every day. I was talking to Craig about this yesterday. I'm sure we'll talk about it today when we do Power Hour. It's just I do not get it. I do not get it. Going first half Philly, get in, get out. There you go. Go in, go out, get to bed early. There you go. I believe in magic. Are you Olivia Newton-John? Detroit Red Wings or the Boston Bruins dog of the day? Bruins or Red Wings? I'll go Red Wings at home. Heath, how are you today? What do we got going on here? We got the Islanders plus 110 versus St. Louis. I kind of little like St. Louis, but again, did not bet it. And here we go. We got player prop time. Tim, can you jump in with the player props here with these cats? What do you think? Because I have not.
Oh God, I have not a clue. Batherson, I've heard of him before. And there's actually rumors that Ryan Reynolds might try to go after the Ottawa Senators, so I might become a Senators fan. Anyways, Batherson, I know Mika Zibanejad. I could have told you he was on the Rangers, even though he already put that there because he always kills the Islanders. But
over 3.5 shots.
The guy who gets there. I don't know.
Plus money though, 108. Is it going to take 5 shots on goal?
Probably with the amount of volume that they shoot at. Who are they against again? Boston. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm not an NHL person.
But again, they're playing Boston. That total's 6. So in a league where we see 6 in hands all the time, we get a 6 here, and the Rangers are 7-3 to the under. Is that where I want to go? Even though it's plus money, I don't know. I'd say no to that.
Shots on goal. It's not saying that he's going to score.
I know, but still, if they're not, are they just that bad? They can't score goals. Is that why are the Rangers a bad team? They can't score.
A shot on goal can be just a lazy slap shot. So
I guess I'm just you want to see if you're shooting that much, you want to see some goals scored. So as opposed to just
100%, I understand that.
And the fact that it's plus money worries me, which means it's. And I like my plus money, Heath, but I wish I could help you more. I do not. I don't like doing player props in NBA or really NFL all that much to come out and do overshots. So I'm sure there'll be the better hockey person in here who does player props in hockey. That is not my strong point. I'm not gonna come in here.
I'll shout it out now. If you want hockey props, go watch Getting Wild with Terry and friends.
Yes,
they all do hockey props, especially when occupancy's on there. 100% jump on there. I believe that's at 4:00.
He's at 4:00. Yeah,
4:00. Go check out Terry's show. That's where you're gonna get all your NHL player props. You're welcome.
He's our Canadian friend. He loves his hockey. No NBA today, Jakes. No, again, I don't like the NBA today. Again, I would lean to Golden State just off a bad loss, and they get a Magic team coming in off the road. Both back-to-backs, but I like, or maybe not both back-to-backs, but in off of games, travel. Let's put it that way. So, again, there's 2 games. I know I'm going to make money in NFL. I know I'm going to make money on the ice. Why am I going to dilly-dally with crap NBA where I don't know what I'm going to get 10 hours ahead of before the game starts, or 8 hours, however long it is right now? Eagles first half 6.5. That's a good number because when I loaded in the chat here an hour ago, it was 7.5. So take that 6.5. Excellent for you. I thought about Warriors first quarter and Thunder. No, just no. Hey, if you're going to do the Warriors first quarter, I'm not going to say no to something like that. I get it. You're off a loss. You're off of a game. You blew a game. You want to come out and get that taste out of your mouth. We always say that, right? You could come in early and try to win however you want to word your stuff. You want to come in strong or fast or so yeah, Warriors. That's why I did it on the free pick. That's I mentioned it here. It is what it is. I just and I know I say all the time. I get it. People want to bet NBA. They love betting their NBA for. I just don't see the love affair with the NBA. I mean, teams get up 35 points and then it's a game. Okay, in game, but if you're going to sit around an in game, that's fine. You're watching the game live. Just remember that you're way behind. Well, not way behind. You're far enough behind where you're a couple seconds behind what's really happening. In game during a commercial. I don't really. This is why I'm not sitting watching NBA games to live bet stuff like that. It's just I'm making money in other sports. I'll make money in other sports. I don't understand. Like I was talking to Craig. He's like, NBA's every day. Like, well, I want to make money every day. And if I make money in NFL, college football, college basketball, hockey, and baseball, and NBA is my least favorite and my least profitable, I just like that's just how I am. College basketball on Monday. I can't wait. Dave, how are you today? Golden State Warriors first quarter. Yes. Football, Dolphins and Tampa Bay Bucks looking at the Vikings. So Miami. I said I kind of like that 3.5, 4 for the Bears on opener. Now it's up to 5, 5.5. Bears trade away another defensive guy. They bring in an offensive guy. Dolphins get better on defense. But I just said, well, I kind of like the Bears here. We've seen a little offense at them last 2 weeks. They're home. It's an outdoor game. This is a Miami team going to Chicago. Get outside. You're not playing on the turf. It's the grass. It's different. I still kind of lean a little bit on Chicago. Now, did I bet it? I didn't bet the Bears. Did not bet the Bears. And you're going to hear, well, again, people put up stats and they come across my Twitter feed. Miami line moved up to 5.5. They're 4-1 last 5 games versus the Bears. Last 5 versus the Bears takes you back to like 2006. The last 4 brings you back to 2006. I mean, Teddy Trubisky, last time they played, 2018. Trubisky and Brock Osweiler. All right, is this the trend we're working off of? How about Ryan Tannehill and Jay Cutler in 2014? Or Tyler Thigpen and Tannehill?
What, you don't take Jay Cutler's stats into your handicapping? Shame on you, Higgs. What are you doing? You're doing this all wrong.
Tyler Thigpen and Jay Cutler in 2010. Or Joey Harrington and Rex Grossman in 2006. 4-1 though for Miami against the Bears. And this is only because I always bring up people like, well, this trend is X. Well, you're talking about Jay Cutler involved in these games. Jay Cutler. I bet half the people, I'm sure the people here don't even know who Joey Harrington is. Top draft pick.
Yeah, I don't know Joey Harrington. I know Jay Cutler though.
You didn't know Joey Harrington? Yeah, I think he was like I think he was the number one. He might have been number 1 or number 3 overall pick out of Oregon. He went to the Lions. He was supposed to save the franchise.
Oh, okay, that's why, because his career went to die in Detroit in their 40th year of rebuilding.
He was supposed to be the rebuild. He was supposed to be the star. I mean,
they're all supposed to be the rebuild. They're all supposed to be the star.
So again, Dolphins to me, not interested in. Tampa Bay, I'd say yes to Tampa Bay. And Vikings, I kind of like the Redskins. Why is that line that line? Fishy line. No, thank you. Chicago Blackhawks and the Dallas Stars. Blackhawks plus the goal and the Stars. There we are. So Dallas versus the Coyotes. Coyotes. Oh, there you go. Dallas money line. Yeah, not too bad. Only laying 210 there, Nate. Good. Really. Shouldn't really have to sweat that one. And the Blackhawks.
Is this a parlay? Because I know the Blackhawks. I think that one's pretty juicy too at plus 1.5. It could be parlay.
I like the Kings on the puck line. Vegas and Senators might watch it. I kind of like Ottawa. Don, how are you? Let's get out. You don't have to bet it. Don't. I mean, and this is the toughest thing for people, and especially like I was mentioning, sending out like a little message in my picks today. When you see like a guy who's got 1,000 baseball games bet and 100 football games in 2 months, you're thinking you're gonna have something every day. Every day I don't have something. It's just, college basketball is 140 games. I said we might have 30 games on one day, and the same person who's looking for and there's 2 NBA games. Why aren't we betting it? Are going to be like, how are we betting 22 college basketball games? You don't have to. That's why I come in and say, people are like, oh, do you like this game? I didn't even look at it. I didn't. It didn't catch my eye. Didn't hit my number. Whatever the case may be, I moved on. Could I be wrong? Of course I'm going to be wrong. I didn't. Obviously, the team's going to win out of whatever the game is, but doesn't mean I got to be involved in it. Islanders. Who else liked the Islanders today against St. Louis? I don't know, man. Dre, you weren't here. I gave you credit the other day twice. You didn't come back for your Detroit Pistons. You said take the Pistons again to cover versus Milwaukee, and he almost got it done again. So I want to give you a shout out. I gave you the last 2 days you weren't here, but you're here. Good job. Over 45 in the NFL. That's come down, huh? It was 47, I thought. Over 45. So you're thinking Eagles in a blowout. So Sean thinks this is Eagles 40-17, I guess. That's not even there. Yeah, it's 40-17. Sound about right for you, Sean? Michael, have a good one. Don agrees. Yes, you don't have to bet it. Eric's in the house. Good morning. Boston Bruins money line here. Yeah, you like the Brew Crew? The old Bruins against the Rangers? I'm not going to say no to this, only because it looks like everybody's going to be betting Rangers tonight, Trey. I'd rather save money for college basketball. Well, not only just college basketball, but save it to something you love. And people don't want to hear that, right? Because I know. I watch the shows. I see other videos on my feed. I totally get it. Every day there's something out there. Let's go this. We got player props in games, first halves, first quarters, first baskets. Hey, all those people, they're all getting paid by somebody else to tell you to go somewhere. The guy who bets what I tell you that I'm betting. Try and give you some little nickels worth of free advice, as I say, right? Don't have to bet the game. Start writing down everything. Because I'm positive that people don't keep track of wins and losses, and especially a loss when you want to bet something, you end up forgetting about it or not putting it in, or you say, I'm not going to bet it, and it loses. I'm telling you, I know. Every time I say I should have did that, I should have did that win. I always remember everybody. You remember the wins, you don't remember the losses. I mean, I remember more losses than wins because every time I bet, if I don't bet to lose, I think the game should win. Took the Bucks yesterday at 19.5 and plus 235 won by 20. What is this? Bucks who? What game is this game?
Milwaukee.
Oh, all right. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking Bucks. I'm like, I see the. Come on, Markel. Can you spell correctly for me when we have different Bucks and Bucks? Like what? Colts against the Patriots. I kind of like that less more now that they got rid of the running back, but I still like it. Bears, home puppy. Falcons. Yes, here we go. Falcons 6-2 straight up last 8 versus the Chargers. How about that? Easy money in your pocket, even though they've lost the last 2. Last time they played 2020, Matt Ryan and Justin Herbert going at it. 2017, final in that game. 2016, and going back to 2012 and 2008, it was a Matt Ryan, Phillips Rivers show. So again, throughout the 6-2 straight up, I know some
Matt Ryan and Philip Rivers. I love it.
Yeah, but you know what? Again, I see some person put up Falcons are 6-2 straight up versus the Chargers last 8. So somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, you gotta like the Chargers. They're a dog." Matt Ryan's basically retired, and when he was playing, he was a Hall of Famer along with the other Hall of Famer on the other sideline, Philip Rivers and him. I kind of like the Falcons here, believe it or not. Excuse me, I kind of like the Chargers out of their. I think they had a bye week. I like them out of their bye week here, believe it or not. Carolina. Who are the Panthers playing? Cincy. No, the value's gone, Eric. And I think you're on Twitter with me. So you saw somebody ask me about Carolina, and I was like, I kind of want 10. And somebody was like, how do you like them? Yeah, so that line went from 9.5. Now it's at a touchdown. And I've lost the money on that one, right? Or not lost money, but we lost the. Should have had that 9.5. Why did I think it was going to go to 10? Especially watching that game live on Monday night. I should have just grabbed the 9.5 knowing it would go down. Stupid me. Arizona versus Seattle. Rams versus Tampa Bay. Raiders in Jacksonville. Bills over the Jets. KC and EA. I guess who's EA supposed to be? What's that? What's Monday's game? EA. Well, you got Chiefs.
Try to go with Seattle.
No, but he's got the cards in here though. He's got.
Oh, never mind. EA.
It's got to be the Monday. Who's playing Monday night? Ravens.
New Orleans and Ravens.
Maybe that's supposed to be New Orleans. No, it can't be New Orleans. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So Cards, I don't like the coach. I don't like the quarterback. Seattle just kind of keeps on winning. They even play a good game and still basically pitch a shutout against the Giants. Giants scored on from the 1 yard line on a fumble. Don't like the Rams team. They're a mess. Give me the team that's a little bit more rested there. Tampa Bay actually kind of scored a few points. Raiders. Do you really want to get involved with a Raiders team? Or the Jaguars for that matter? The pass. Big Sharpie through the game. Bills will throttle the Jets. And KC off a bye week. I get it. I hate the big number in the Eagles game. They should cover. I agree. It's Lex, good morning. Jeffrey Mayer. F. Jeffrey Mayer. I love it. F. Jeffrey Mayer. If I knew you were coming, I would have busted out my nice 85 Topps Cal Ripken or something, or a nice, 1981 Eddie Murray card with the little baseball hat on it. Listen, people sometimes don't want to hear that. I know BetMGM, not that they're watching, wants to hear that, but you don't have to. Listen, I was that guy. I was, done stupid crap, lost it all doing nonsense. But man, please, just trying to. Why do I feel that the people in the chat, you have like a regular 9 to 5, 8 to 4 job, whatever you're doing, right? You want to try to make a little money. And like I always say, and I'll repeat myself, I don't care. You having fun, or do you want to make money? I'm trying to make money. I don't want to have fun. Have fun with money. Take a cruise. That's how you have fun. You go do something. Buy something you want. You don't gamble's not fun. It's work. Let's go to work. I'd go to AC multiple times a week. This is even before sports betting. And pick up a buddy. Where are we going? Going to work. What time are we coming back? They didn't even have to ask where we're going. Go down, take out a marker, hit the craps table. Let's go. Stay there for an hour. Try to get a turkey club sandwich, and we're on our way. Safe teaser. Eagles any under. Yeah, safe teasers. Safe. They're safe. Where's my teaser records here? 3-5 and 3-6 with our safe teasers on the season, Nathan. Uh, and every one of those 11 losses, we've gone 2-1 in all those with our safe teasers. You think it's safe? And again, when with you have these juiced up lines now on these teasers, you got to hit 60, 70%, 75% to win when you're laying buck 25, buck 30. You know, I'm 3 games under here, and I need to win 5 to get even. They're not safe. We're not safe. Houston, Philly, way over to 7.5. Now on Monday when it was supposed to be McCullers and Syndergaard, I was like, yeah, like I kind of like the over there, but it was supposed to be rainy, so I'm like, guys are wet, probably not a good spot. Now it looks like you got Syndergaard again, a guy I want to fade, and you have Verlander, who, again, historically bad in the World Series for whatever reason, and that's again, we were just talking about Phillip Rivers and Matt Ryan in 2012 playing, worrying about a trend in Atlanta. The baseball one, again, I don't have them right in front of me. Like people kill Kershaw. I remember watching Kershaw and he's fine and he's in the game because I'm not going to the bullpen when I have my best pitcher on the mound, right? And they leave him in an extra pitch and it's a double with 2 outs in the 6th inning or something. So it looks like he's worse than he is. All right. And I can't go off of Verlander. I don't remember what Verlander did in the World Series back in the starts. I don't remember. I apologize. I mean, could it be a similar situation? You know, all I know, you pull up Justin Verlander's numbers, the dude is solid as oak. You know, like you don't expect him to give up 3 or more runs. I can't, with him on the hill, I can't. I mean, but then on the flip side of that, I could see Houston scoring 4 in the 1st inning here against Syndergaard. Go through that Philly lineup. Pull it up. Go look at it. Look at the averages. Look at the hits on these guys. See what they've done. See what they've done in 4 games. Who's roping it around the field? They have some home runs. They're going to hit 6 home runs again? Last time I saw them hit 5 home runs, they had 7 hits. And then the next day, they didn't get a single hit. I don't know. It's a no play for me. I would probably lean over because I think Houston's going to have their way with them. I think Houston's going to score 7 or 8 themselves. Fade the Bruins after a massive comeback. That's why I'm guessing everybody's betting Rangers tonight.
They came back from 5-2 2 nights ago versus the Penguins. I know that because I had the Penguins puck line. So that was fantastic.
People betting the Rangers at home, and then you look across, you see a 9-1 record. And it's kind of like we talked about this beginning of the year because I was like, when they're playing the Capitals, I thought the Bruins were supposed to be good. And then I think Tim was like, well, they lost, they lost some guys. They were supposed to kind of be in a rebuild.
They lost a couple, 2 or 3 guys retired. A couple of guys were on the IL for a little bit, and they're off to a 9-1 start.
Yeah.
All right, then.
I mean, if I can get a 9-1 team plus 110, and I always say it, sometimes it looks a little cheesy, right? We talk about when the Yankees or Dodgers or Astros are kind of like an underdog, and you're kind of like, well, I got to take, it's like you sort of got to take a team that's that much better. Here you're getting a spot where you get the Bruins at a plus 110, and everybody's betting the other way too. So, you want to be a contrarian and go Bruins, I kind of get it. You want to take the Rangers? I'll do a Ranger puck line. Maybe they get a little gassed in the 3rd period after a big comeback, even with a day off. Maybe they're a little gassed out and they lose this one 4-2, 4-1, whatever. I'd rather go puck line. You got it, Jeffrey. Richie P. Welcome, Richie. Good to see you. Richie, I got to do some cards. I was going to do them today. I can't. I told my dad I was going to bring him some Culvers for lunch. So I can't do that today because I got power hour. Tomorrow I was going to do it, but I got to go pick up my wife's birthday gift. Birthday Saturday. So I don't know when. Maybe I'll do it for birthday. Instead of taking her out, maybe I'll just do some baseball cards. She'll love that. Texas no TD score. Here we go. What are the odds on that, Joseph? What is the no TD number? Eagles first half, UTEP first half, Stroh's first 5. Eagles, yes, Stroh's 5. UTEP first half. At least you're getting plus money there. You're probably getting a little plus money, even though it's I can't. Because what are you getting? I mean, you're hopefully they're up 10-6 at the half. I mean, what the heck? Came up with a dime in poker last weekend. Made a car payment, but lost 400 to casino. That's still a winner. So you lost 4 to casino. Your car payment, hopefully you're not a degenerate, Nate, with like a $600 car payment. Hopefully you have a reasonable $2-3 car payment. I don't know. Why do I feel like most people here have huge car payments? Eagles, 13.5 in the over. Houston money line in the over. Golden State Warriors. So Eagles, I still like the Eagles. I mean, I got them at an early number. It's ballooned up. I still think they should win. I mean, but who's backup quarterback, starting wide receivers pouting? I can't. But the over, I don't know. I mean, let's say the Eagles are scoring 45 themselves. What's Houston getting? What are the Texans scoring tonight? And I do like the Warriors there. They should hit Syndergaard, yes. No, I knew what you're talking about. Oh, this was you. Okay. Here you go. I mentioned because someone wrote in and was asking questions about the having no picks on some days and the lines. I try to address the lines when they come out. And that's why I say in here, if you're going to get me, or forget that, just find me. I understand. Okay, I'm having a good football season. People want to jump on me. Well, somebody might be having better college football or NBA or basketball, whatever. If you get a subscription for like a weekly or monthly, whatever, seasonal, when the games get loaded, like people, like I don't even have my college football packages up for the weekend yet, or NFL for that matter. Now all the picks have been loaded. I might do a couple things tomorrow. I might add a couple totals or stuff like that. But the lines are going to be different. By the time you think you log in on a Saturday, be like, oh, what's on the agenda today? And the lines are all different. Not going to make money like that. Not now. It was hard enough 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Now it's legal in 20-something states. A flow of money coming in. You get people on ESPN, Fox, CBS, whatever the heck other channels, bringing in people like betting. Well, this is what you should do with these sports. MLB Network has a sports betting person that don't know anything about sports betting, but they still know. I mean, so I try to help. I mean, good, bad, and difference. I'm trying to help people here. Yeah. Over Golden State Warriors. I like the Warriors minus the points here, Don. Untouchable, welcome. I feel like it's a lot, even though I see the. Again, Ruben, I was just saying this. I got them at 9 early. I can't even put up the package at 9. Do I still think they cover? Yeah, I still think they cover. I mean, I thought this game was going to be 30-10. That's what I wrote. I mean, nothing's changing. How is Texans scoring? The problem is, once Philly gets up 24-0, we got a problem. Is the defense going to hold and keep it 24-7 the entire game? Can we punch one in 27-10? I don't know. The Black Knights. Right, everybody bets the unders in these academy games. But again, when we talked about the Air Force Navy game, look at the total. I kind of like the over there because the totals used to be in the 47s. Now they're like in the 30s. So just pay attention. No card note here. I get it. Jokic triple-double plus 2.25. Tim's nodding his head yes.
It's
Nothing.
that kind of I mean, how many did he have? 19 triple doubles in 75 games last year. He hits them at a lot. Why not? Why not?
Yeah. I totally agree with what you wrote. It could have helped my compulsive betting when I started. Listen, and I say it in here too, right? Some days there's a lot of free picks. Other days there's no free picks. Some days, like on college basketball Saturdays, there's going to be 20 games. I'm not going to lie. There'll be a lot of college basketball games to bet. And people are going to think to come in and bet a crazy 10-leg parlay. No, man, you can't. No, can't do it. Curry over 26.5. Yes. Yes. And Paul over 20 parlay. I'm not a big parlay guy, but both of these guys should get here. So if you want to do it, I understand. I'm more of a straight up guy. At least if they split, I'm not, split's fine. It's not like I'm laying, 240s here. It's not like a crazy MLB Ben phase, although I don't do that anyway. Yeah, I mean, I put the bet in. It's up to you. I put a game in early. I put it up. It's there. What it is there. But again, like last week, I had the Bills at 8.5, and I wrote a whole article for the Bills, and I ended up clicking on Green Bay 8.5. So I had the wrong number there. I had the wrong team listed, so I take a loss on the site there. But yeah, if you get a good number, that's why the numbers I put up and bet are different. The numbers change. Whether you bet them on Sunday or Wednesday or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you're going to get a different number than what's on the site because of when you bet. And the idea is that you can discipline yourself where all right, well, I only have X amount of dollars. So if I put this in now wins, I'll have extra money and you build on that. So you could always have money to bet ahead of something and to get down on a future if you want to, or bet on a Wednesday for the following Sunday for week 10 NFL. And like on this Wednesday for week 11 NFL, there's something there. You could find a good number and jump on it. We're just talking about basketball on WinBet. And what was the other site had the Michigan line at 10? Somebody has a Michigan at 10.
But that's a Canadian book.
Yeah, but hey, we're the Canadians. Get on Michigan right now, minus 10. They should be 17, 18 points, 20 points. Well, listen, Ruben, it's not just because you have a good number does not mean it's going to win. It's nice having a good number early. Doesn't mean it's a winner. I've lost plenty of good numbers. College football, and if you could lose. I'd rather lose saying that, you know what, my numbers are right. I was right on this pick. The line went from 9 to 10 to 11, or went from I got him at a +3 and now to pick them. I'd rather win or obviously I want my money. But even if it loses, I'm like, you know what? The line went this way. I think I'm still my numbers are okay on how I feel I'm betting. The team lost, but numbers wise, I think I did okay. What is Tim's hockey pick of the day?
Ducks regulation 230.
Anaheim Ducks. Quack.
There you go.
Quack. What is a reasonable amount of money on a single bet? Well, I mean, that's all on somebody's bankroll. I mean, some persons it's $100, some's 1,000, some's 10,000. Maybe it's 500. Maybe it's $25. Maybe it's $5. I mean, I remember as like a teenager, somebody said you needed 10 times your bankroll for your bet. Minimum. Take whatever your bet is. Can you lose to say run out? If you lost 15 in a row, would you be able to still bet without reloading an account? And I think that's fair, no matter what your bet is. Not even 15. Let's say, can you lose 10 straight bets and not reload your account? Whatever your bet is. Everybody has an average bet. 300, 500, 1,000, 25, 50, 100. Maybe you're a big baller. Maybe you're betting 2-3 dimes across the board. I don't know how people live. Take your bet, which you put on every game, and say, if I lost this 10 times in a row, you're not doubling up. It's the same minus 110. So if it's $100, you're losing 110 every game. You lose 10 in a row, $1,100. Would you be out of money and would have to put money back in your account? If you're out of your money, if you're out of money after a certain amount of bets, lower your bet. Lower your bet. You're not winning everything. And it's almost time for me to leave here. Can't believe you don't like our Chancellors at home today. No, Appalachian State. I kind of like Appy State today. Probably out of the playoffs, yes. I think so. We'll talk about this more tomorrow. Actually, we'll talk about this more on Monday or Sunday after the Georgia-Tennessee game. TCU should be in. I don't know if I have TCU on picks and parlays. I don't think so. Only 500. I think you're 30% to increase my bankroll. You're taking 30% of. You're going to bet 30% each on each game. What are you talking about here? Or is 500 your bankroll for the week, and you're going to put 30 on a bet? So you get like because I'm going to run out of time here, Nathan. So Nathan, you get $500 to bet. That's what you have to play. That's your fiduciary money. You get an extra 500. You could take 30% of that and bet with, which is fine. So take that 30% and then kind of work it out to, like I just said, if 10 in a row lost, would you be all right? And just forget about, people say, well, I'm only, don't be a degenerate and say, well, if I'm betting $20, this is the hospital. All right. Tim, wrap this up for me. I'll see everybody.
Sounds good. I'll finish up the chat. We'll see you later. Have fun. Do you have more success money line or spread betting? Depends on if you're betting favorites or dogs. I'm not betting favorites at minus 200. I'd rather take them on the spread. If that's what it depends on. If you're betting dogs, money line, sure. Have fun with it. It sprinkle a little bit, but take the spread along with it. Favorites, no, I would not recommend money line favorites of over 150 area. 130 is kind of my max. Good advice. There you go. What's your take on App State over under? I would lean towards the over. I know Higgs, but I'm strongly considering App State, but I'm not betting it. Where do you pull most of your NFL info from to make your numbers? Looking for a better way to get research. There's a couple of sites that you could use. I don't know exactly what Higgs uses, but there's always ranking sites, and I use covers for a lot of my stuff as well. So there's a bunch of sites in order to do it. But that's wrapping it up. Morning Wood starting now. Go ahead over there. With I believe it's just Allie today, no Lenny, because Lenny's on his way out to Detroit. So we'll see you guys later, and bye-bye.